Hi, my name is Sadai. Thank you for clicking on my video. Appreciate it. We are currently working our way through a playthrough of Pokemon Evolved, a fan-made game based off of Pokemon Leaf. The gimmick for this game is that Pokemon evolve further. So no more single-stage Pokemon. They evolve. Tauros evolves eventually. Kangaskhan evolves. Lapras evolves. Even three-stage Pokemon, Charizard is going to evolve. Raticate's going to evolve. What they evolve into, I don't know. I haven't really seen much of this game. I think they changed typing. Some of them. I have seen a couple of the designs, and the designs look like they were just like, let's make them chonky. They kind of lose their cute factor and become less of a pocket monster and more of just a monster. I think, but I don't know for sure. So we're rocking with this team right now. We have entered Mount Moon. That's where I got my Clefairy. We are Nuzlocking the game. And we survived. We survived last episode without any deaths. Kind of grinding up a bit. Trying to get up to level 28, which is the next gym leader, Misty. Her level is 28. So I do think that the creators of this game increased the difficulty a bit because the gym leaders are at a higher level. They have unique teams. And since Pokemon will evolve further, I imagine I will start seeing some highly evolved Pokemon that I don't know anything about at some point. Currently, we are in very familiar territory with some very stage 1 basic Pokemon, which is great. I'm actually having a great time playing this. In the last episode, I cut out some of the grindy bits, but I'm having a good time grinding and kind of refamiliarizing myself a bit with Gen 3 mechanics because I don't know much about Gen 3 mechanics. I've never completed a playthrough in Gen 3. So like some of these low accuracy moves or attacks that do almost nothing. And just like the grind of like Clefairy here being a special attacker and not getting any special attacks. But I'm enjoying it. Like this game is kind of, it's nostalgic obviously, but it has new things. The encounter tables are kind of updated. I don't think you would normally get an EV as early as I did. And there are some quality of life improvements. Unfortunately, Astral here is not a fairy type. They did not introduce the fairy type into the game, which I understand. I'm sure that's a big job. So your Mr. Mimes, your Clefairies, your Jigglypuffs, they're only their original typing. I'm gonna move Pyre up here because it's still level 19, and Clefairy might join him at level 20 soon. And Sandshrews got a way to go. I might actually, this is something I kind of do in my playthroughs. Another quality of life improvement. I just talked about grinding, and you're like, why are you grinding? I do have infinite rare candies. And when a Pokemon starts to fall behind in the EXP department, sometimes I just give them a little boost to catch up with the rest of the team so that we're not grinding it forever. Level 20 and you want to learn Poison Sting at level 20? These move sets are killer sometimes. Alright, Sand Attack can come in clutch during a hard battle. Defense Curl is probably not going to come in too clutch. I have to keep Awful Sand Tomb even though it's only 15 power, and honestly I could have just skipped Poison Sting, but the chance to poison something and for type coverage, like what's poison? Poison's not good against anything except for grass, so actually it doesn't really help. So that might have been a waste, but we're gonna do it. I do wish they had fairy type in here. It just adds value to poison and steel types to have them, and to the fairy types that Oh yeah, Brock did have a Kabuto and Ammonite, so that makes some sense. Alright, so we're gonna go into a wild battle. I was about to say a trainer battle, but we missed it. So wild battle first, and then a trainer battle. If you missed my previous episodes, they're on my channel. I'm making a playlist out of this, just Pokemon Evolved playthrough. So you can check them out there. And I have apologized in each episode, and I will continue to apologize for it until it's no longer relevant. I am currently recording this on a device that is 8 years old and was not really made for recording footage. It struggles a bit with the recording, and I intend to get a new laptop this summer to help with that exact problem. By the time you see this video, I will have had that new laptop and started recording with it, but it'll take me a little while for you to start seeing that on this channel. So the video might be a little choppy. I do wish I had an Oddish. The video might be a little choppy. Ooh, sleep powder. And I apologize for that. I beg for your patience and your understanding, as I am just a little guy posting videos on YouTube for fun, and I'm not getting anything out of this besides self enjoyment. I almost said a different phrase, which would have been really awkward, but yeah, I'm just doing this for fun for me and as a hobby and a pastime. So it doesn't really make sense to invest a ton into it, except for what will add to my enjoyment of it. And a new computer will add to my enjoyment, for sure. It's time for a new computer anyway. Finally, Swift! I've been asking for it. A special attack. I believe it's special. It better be special. I do think they introduced the special physical split, so a normal type stab special move is awesome. We are going to get rid of Growl. Growl can be kind of good, but Sing and Encore are also really good, and Pound has been helpful. I would like to replace Pound with another special attack as soon as possible, but we're going to hold on to it just in case like Swift gets disabled or if something happens to Swift. I was gonna switch into Sandshrew for gained experience, because I want Sandshrew to get a piece of the experience pie. This could be a horrible mistake. Okay, thank God. I knew Sandshrew has good defense, and I knew Bellsprout probably only had a physical type grass type move. So I figured he was safe, but you never know with crits and stuff. So now I finally have a second special attack on this team. So far it's just been Charmeleon with Ember. Unfortunately, the main pool of Pokemon Evolved here is Pokemon evolving beyond their standard evolution set. It'll probably be a little while before we encounter or experience our first one of those. So it's pretty standard playthrough at this point, but hopefully we don't die, and we can get to that point. Because I'll tell you what, I like playing games, but restarting a playthrough, I've already had to restart a couple times. Restarting again, that would be hard for me to do right away. If we lose this run, which we probably will at some point, just to be honest, like, it'll probably happen. What are the odds? We might have to take a little bit of a break from the game if we lose. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Swift, yes. Swift. Look at that. We love it. Look at all that. Oh, what? Knocked him out. This is what I've been waiting for on Astral. Yeah, if we lose, hopefully not for a long time, but we'll have to take a little bit of a break from the game. I have a feeling. Let's just let Astral do her thing. Let's take him on. What's he gonna have? Like Ekans? What's Ekans gonna do? Zubat? Get out of here, Zubat. Pound was destroying Zubats. Now imagine Swift. Pound was not one hit KOing Zubats, but it was like doing half. So, oh, this feels good. I'm running through, at least with the Clefairy battles, I'm running through these Pokemon a little bit faster. Astral don't care about that. Astral's got a special attack. This is nice. Now I just need Sandshrew to get up there. And power. We need Magnitude or something. Magnitude is around, right? That was around in Gen 3. Still level 20. So they haven't caught up with the rest of the team yet, but we're getting close. What does Ether do? Does that have something to do with PP? Restores PP, yeah. Helpful in these long tunnels. As I get into another wild battle. It's just a Zubat. So we talked a lot about, in the last episode, about like EVs, gaining EVs. Zubat, I believe, is giving me speed EVs, which might help later in the game. So we do grind. But if I get to a boss battle or something where I am still not really at the level I want to be, we will rare candy up. TM case. What can I do with Thief? Anything? Alright, Printy can learn it, and Incisor can learn it. Incisor already has Pursuit, so it does have a dark type move. Printy is tempting. So I do have a couple moves in my TM case that honestly would really improve Printy's viability. If it starts thieving things and it starts rock tombing things. Fortunately, like rock tomb, sand tomb, I didn't realize both of those had tomb in the name. Never realized that there was a sand tomb and a rock tomb. But I'm just worried about spending my TM. I guess they're only good early game. And if I save them too long, they become like useless. So let me check what my Route 4 encounter is gonna be. Because maybe Route 4 will need them more desperately than Sandshrew. Like if I get an Ekans might need Thief more than Sandshrew. I don't even know if Ekans can Thief, but probably not. What's Ekans Thief with? He doesn't have hands. How can he steal things? But, oh, now that's saucy. That is better than, ooh, what's it better than? Sing? Sing is my only status move. Encore is nice for being strategic, like if something starts setting up. So maybe I do get rid of Pound. I like how they specify it's a tail or a leg and not a hand, which you would normally just like slap Pound with, right? Minimize is so good for evasiveness. Like it can save games. It can save me. Sing probably can't save me, so we're getting rid of Sing. It is a status move. It's the only one on my team right now, like that inflicts status, I think. But it's only 55% accurate. It's not great. Like, it doesn't really make sense to keep it. Krabby. Hey buddy, wasn't expecting to see you in this cave. Why am I going to a Pokemon that's weak to your typing? Because I don't think you have a water type move. And you have high attack, and I have high defense. And really, my best move to hit you with is still Scratch. As ridiculous as that is. I guess when it gets Magnitude, it's gonna like be so much better. So I guess maybe they're holding off Magnitude. I can tell that my computer is lagging a bit. I apologize for the recording. I said it before. I've edited one of these playthrough videos already, and the lag wasn't unbearable in that recording. And I honestly didn't notice it while I was recording too much. Now that I'm actually seeing a little bit of lag as I'm actually playing, I'm worried about how much that's going to come across in the playthrough. I do ask for your patience and your forgiveness. Maybe just listen if you can't watch. Because I think as long as the music doesn't get choppy, we can stand a little bit of visual lag. Auditory lag is hard. I can understand you losing your patience if the audio starts getting choppy. All right, so Printy is gonna catch up to the other team members here. So everybody's gonna finally be in the, yeah, I do have a ground type attack. Man, I did take on a Geodude, I think off camera. The Sandtomb move is just so bad. It misses, it's weak. What are the, oh crit, jeez. What are the trapping moves accuracy in current gens? Are they like 90% accurate? I feel like that was a good change because they're so weak. And I think they actually buffed them. Like Sandtomb is 15 base power. I think they buffed it to 30 or 35 or something. All right, it got the job done. But that's the first move I'm deleting. Even above Poison Sting. Like, if I get another ground type move, it's gone. I know you get Dig after Misty, right? Which I used to consider really early game, but now I'm like, that's kind of late. Dig is not the best move, but like during a playthrough, it's so essential. All right, we're getting there. I really considered, I think I bought a couple of repels and I really considered running them, but I've said it in my other videos. Apologies if you're actually like a faithful viewer and you're watching all of these. You will hear me repeat myself a bit. But if you're a faithful viewer, that means you like hanging out with me and you don't really care what I talk about. And if you do care, then I'm sorry that this is not the channel for you. If you're like, God, I wish you would shut up. Why are you watching me? Watch someone else. There's plenty of YouTubers, there's plenty of Pokemon YouTubers on YouTube doing playthroughs. Like, yeah, I thought about repelling, but like, I need the levels, I want the experience, I want the EVs, I want to hang out with my Pokemon. And the way to do that is to just randomly battle. So I am, Sandshrew I'm pretty sure is my slowest, that was a mistake. I'm pretty sure Sandshrew is my lowest, slowest level upper. Has my slowest growth rate, I think. I'm kind of tempted to just put him at level 22, and I think he evolves at level 22. And just letting him be in the lead of the pack instead of in the back of the pack. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna rare candy. I'm gonna use one of them, and we're gonna see what happens here. I'm 20 minutes into the video, so finally something happened, right? It's not just a, I think he evolves at level 22. I like Sandslash, I really do. I think it's a cool Pokemon. Such a cool Pokemon. I like that they gave it a regional variant, but I kind of wish I don't really want him to evolve because he's so cool already. And if they evolved him, I don't know what they would turn him into. So let's go check it. Look at those stats. I guess it's a she. I need to remember. Printy is a she. Serious nature, so it is neutral, which I talked about last time. Still Sandvale, not the greatest ability, but that attack stat and that defense stat, 56, 53, way higher, obviously, than Stage 1 Clefairy. Higher attacking than Charmeleon. Better defenses. What's its weaker defense? 34 even. So like even specially, he's almost as specially bulky as everything else. Hits harder than Raticate. Okay, like it's my bulkiest, strongest Pokemon right now. So if we ever get into a real bad pinch, we're gonna switch to Printy. I have to update my layout, so hold on a sec. Unfortunately, this Nuzlocking website I use, what was I gonna say? I don't know how to utilize it very well. Like I have to update it manually. And as these Pokemon will evolve further, these sprites down here will no longer remain accurate, but at least you'll know, like, even if I get into further evolutions, we won't know what they are, or what type they are, or things like that. So at least I'll have like the original family, like the original Pokemon it's based off of down there at the bottom. So, all right. Unfortunately, I'm using Ellipse against what's probably some rock types. So, oh man, I wish Sandslash got like Metal Claw. That's probably what it'll learn next, actually. Before it learns a grass type move, it'll probably just learn Metal Claw. This is the bad thing about my normal types, is they have nothing to hit rock types. I need double kick. Eevee needs to get double kick. Real bad. Okay, I am 9 levels higher, so let's just see what this does. Nothing. He's so strong. So defensive. Incisor, you have Hyper Fang. Can you do any damage? Oh, we have Pursuit. Pursuit hit rock types, but it doesn't hit steel types in this gen, I don't think. I think it's still, unless they updated the, I know they didn't introduce the fairy type, but they might have updated the type chart. Maybe. To modern games? Probably not, but maybe. I do want Eevee to get some experience. Now I wish, no, this is probably a fan game thing only, and this game probably doesn't have it, but Eevee here has Runaway. I think with Runaway, you should be able to switch, even when you've been trapped. Unfortunately, the game does not agree. So I am just going to Sand Attack for a minute and hope that he misses his attacks until I'm free. Because I forgot, or I didn't really think about Onyx trapping me, to be honest. So with his 35 attack stat, he actually is doing a little bit of damage to me. We're gonna let Pyre handle this one. Let Pyre get some experience. I'm assuming that Onyx gives us defense EVs, because it's its only decent stat, is its defense. Its attack and special attack are super low. I think its special defense is passable, but not as good as its defense, and I don't think it has a great speed stat. Alright, Ellipse is leveled up, so we don't have to switch train into Ellipse at the moment. We will switch into Raticate and let Raticate take out the last Pokemon, which is a Rhyhorn. Interesting. You don't really see Rhyhorns early game in Gen 1. I I have so much nostalgia for these. Like, I don't know any other way to say it. Like, I just think they're really cool. It's like, I want a Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn, man. I forget what level Rhyhorn evolves. I think it's in the 30s. Like, you'd have a Rhyhorn for a long time. But actually, with the level caps that these gym leaders are at, we would probably need to be at that level by the 3rd or 4th gym. Actually. Oh, I forgot to see. I didn't look at the pluses. Again, I would even take a special attack right now on Raticate. Like, its special attack stat is almost up to its attack. Like, that's crazy. I would love it. I would love it. Would I love it? I'd be so interested. Let's phrase it that way. If they evolved Raticate into a special attacker. I'm hoping they give it a secondary typing. I'm honestly hoping they let Eevee evolve into something and I don't need to use a stone on it. That would also be cool. All right, making our way. Ooh, I almost went downstairs. Almost missed the item. The Moonstone. Oh, I can evolve. I'm gonna do it. I'm not even gonna wait. I'm just gonna evolve it because I think, and I hope I'm not wrong, I think stone evolutions still learn attacks. I don't think they took that out of the game. And I think now, after you evolve it, it will evolve further based on levels. So I don't think this is a throw. I don't think this is a screw up. I don't think I'm messing this up. We are getting a more powerful Pokemon. We're getting a more defensive Pokemon. We are, yeah, this is just, I think this is only good. I don't think there's a downside to this. I don't think the moveset changes. And now it's at its stage where it can continue evolving whenever I hit those levels. So that makes me so happy. Clefable, awesome. Like, I don't know, I don't think I've ever used a Clefable in a playthrough. This is fun. Cute Clefable. Special attack is at 53, especially bulky. So I kind of have a decent special bulk Pokemon in Clefable and a decent physical bulk Pokemon in Sandshrew. So this is actually kind of an interesting little team I'm putting together. Hold on, let me pause so I can update my layout. So my assumption here is that this this Nuzlocking website I'm using to track my encounters and display my team, it's making these guys bigger because it thinks that they're in final stage, but they're not final stage. They will continue evolving. This is Pokemon Evolved, where Pokemon will evolve further. So, there's even a chance that they will evolve Charmeleon lower than 36 because it has to evolve further. So they might not make me wait until it would normally evolve. I'm so sad it has a speed lowering nature because if it didn't, it would be speedy. Putting Astral back out front. Pyres probably the lowest, 1490 to go. Yep. So when I do a playthrough with EXP Share, this is how I switch train. Pokemon that need the least experience to level up go at the top, and Pokemon that need the most experience to level up go at the bottom. That way I get to use everybody. I rotate through everybody. When a Pokemon evolves, it goes to the end of the list and the next one comes up. And then that way the ones that require the most EXP to level up, I'm not like sitting there grinding them as much. It gives me a little bit more variety with my playthrough. It gives me a little time that I get to spend with each of my Pokemon. In the old days, before EXP Share, this process took a long time, the grind. And I think I would used to do, yeah, like I would just sit there and grind with one Pokemon for all 1000 EXP points. And then I'd move it to the bottom of the list, and then the next one would come up and I'd grind it for all 1000 EXP points. So I don't love that they introduced the EXP Share. I don't love it when they force you to use it, but it did take away a lot of the grinding, and I still was able to adapt and still... I think they should have just changed the way that leveling works, where you didn't need like 5,000 experience to level something up. They could have tweaked the formula a little bit, I think, instead of just EXP sharing, but it's okay. I do wish it was toggleable. I wish you could just toggle it on and off when you didn't want to use it, but I don't love that they force you to use it. You don't need your physical attack so much. I would rather it be getting bulky in defense than getting anything in physical attack, but we've probably gained a fair amount of attack EVs by battling these wild Pokemon. I don't know if there's EV reducing items in this game. Actually, Clefable grows kind of fast. It's before Eradicate. Ugh. Rookie mistake. Down arrow, there we go. Let me just verify that. So now, right now, Eevee's my... Well, actually, Eradicate, they kept him as a little icon, even though he's fully evolved. Yeah, Clefable fell right in the middle there. Charmeleon's my slow grower now. Alright, we'll be with Sandslash for a little bit. He still has 900 experience to go. And we're only gaining about 100 experience each battle. Well, we have trainers, so that'll go a little faster. Alright, Sandtomb. Give me Metal Claw. Metal Claw is only good against what? Rock and ice in this game? Ooh, look at that back sprite. Very cool. But I'd still take Metal Claw over Sandtomb even. What is ground hit? Ground hit's electric, which is nice, but electric can't hit me, so it's whatever. Poison, rock, steel. It helps with steel types. What are my Gen 1 steel types? Magneton? Maybe they gave some evolutions a steel type. I'm kind of hoping they evolve Sandslash into a part steel type. That makes Metal Claw really useful. Ground steel, that'd be cool. Take on my Sandslash. Please. Yeah, that was choppy. So the transition scenes are the most choppy. And I apologize for that. Once you get into the battle or once you get into the overworld, they seem to do okay. But while they transition, it's rough. Again, I apologize for that. I wish my computer was first poison sting. Good, it knocked it out. I was afraid. Getting good experience from that. Yeah, I wish my computer was built for this, but it was not built for this. So it's old. It's not really a gaming device. It's not really a recording device. So we'll upgrade. I'm planning to upgrade. I'm excited. I'm really excited to get a new computer actually and see how much better it makes and how much like editing videos and exporting videos and all that good stuff. I'm excited for that. 8 years is a long time to be running with a laptop, I think, in my opinion. So I think I've budgeted. I've been frugal. I haven't, but I think it's time. Excited, looking forward to it. It'll be a couple weeks, still a couple weeks with this one, and then making the change. Can we hit another Sand Tomb? I'm actually running out of PP on Sand Tomb because it's so inaccurate. I've had to use multiple ones, but we're almost leveled up too, so once we level up, he'll go to the bottom of the pile until we need him again. I am worried about this upcoming, is he a super nerd? I feel like that's what he was. I am worried about taking him on. I'm afraid they like boss battled him. Like if you've watched challenge playthroughs like Radical Red and stuff, forced battles are usually boss battles in fan-made games. So this is a forced battle that we're coming up to. I'm afraid they leveled him up to be stronger. And I'm afraid they've given him good moves, Pokemon with a good move pool, maybe EVs. I'm afraid that this game might EV some of the boss battles, which I talked about in the last video. If they're not EVing your opponents, Slash. I guess that's an upgrade from Scratch. It's not the attack I was looking for. It's still a normal, it's 100% accurate, it has a high crit ratio. Sure, we will replace Scratch for Slash. Sandslash, its namesake. Would have rather Metal Claw. Would I? I guess I want both. Ooh, we're leading with Eevee. We might need to potion. I did buy potions. I think almost everybody's gonna get a potion now. No use. No reason to hold off. There you go, Ellipse. In case I haven't said it in this recording yet, I do know that I spelled Ellipse wrong. Its name was inspired by Eclipse, but then I was like, oh, that only really works for Umbreon. So I took out the C. Had named him Ellipse and didn't realize really that that was a word. At the moment, I wasn't thinking, oh, that's actually a word by itself. Yeah, I should have put a second L in there, and I didn't. If I ever get to like a name raider, I actually I've never played through Leaf Green. I own so many Pokemon games, but I actually have never like played through Leaf Green, so I don't really know where the name raider is. I don't know if there's a move relearner, all that stuff. So I am gonna have to start talking to NPCs, I think, especially in the next couple towns. I hate that Tackle can miss! Eevee, learn double kick. Learn quick attack. Please. I need you. You were my Route 1 encounter. I need you to level up your game a little bit. Oh, you already need another potion. Bloop. A little bit of XP. This is a trainer battle. You should be giving me more EXP than this. I'm disappointed with that amount of money. I'm disappointed with that level of EXP. I'm in the wrong spot for the hidden item. It forced me to get in a wild battle against a Pokemon that I can't beat. So we're gonna give this to Astral. Astral, at least, even though it's resisted, it's a special attack. And Geodude's special defense is bad. I can actually encore them into that. That's just for fun. This is why we kept encore. Like, it can totally... Oh man, if I had a trapping move and encore, I didn't realize it would take it out in one hit. I honestly thought it would take 2 hits. So we kind of just wasted an encore, but that was fun. I've never, like... Oh, another Moonstone. If I get a Nidoran. I do believe you can purchase Moonstones later in the game too. I think that's a change they made. If these Zubats have bite now, that's kind of, it's not strong, but it makes the Zubat a lot more viable. Just really need Eevee to learn another move. I would love it if it levels up, so then I can just, I still need to take it into the battle. Actually, I'm gonna find another wild encounter and get it to level up. Because I don't trust it in this battle. Will Eevee level up? Will Eevee learn a move? An accurate move. A move that does not miss. Like Tackle. Can miss. Yes, we got the level. Let's get the move. Physical attack going higher. Quick attack! Alright. I think all of these moves are kind of useful. Sand attack can come in clutch. Growl comes in clutch. Tail Whip honestly kind of comes in clutch. I'm gonna get rid of Growl because Growl is only useful against physical attackers. Since Eevee is currently a physical attacker, lowering the opponent's defense stat is always helpful. Growl is only going to be helpful 50% of the time, depending on what I'm going up against. So, I actually think Growl could come in more clutch than Tail Whip by lowering an opponent's attack stat if it's a physical attacker. Can save if I have to like sacrifice something, if I have to sacrifice the Eevee to bring something else in. Growl might be better at that, but so big picture wise, I don't know. I don't know if that was the best choice, but it's the choice I made. So we're gonna give him a little bit of healing just in case we have to go into them. Actually, we're gonna do it again. Eevee has actually a lot of HP for a basic Pokemon. Alright, this is the battle I'm a little worried about. Who are we going in with first? Clefable? Clefable can do it. Actually, he probably has a Magnemite. So, against a Magnemite, we might switch in a Charmeleon. Oh, he's got Ditto. You're gonna transform. I want you to transform into probably a Lips. Honestly. Transform into a Lips. Lips has a lowish defense stat, so you will take it on with Incisor. That's annoying. Because I just wanted to knock you out with that inaccurate Hyper Fang. Yeah, it's too inaccurate. Why are you doing this? There we go. Okay. Took some unnecessary. Oh, you're still living. You are still out here living. That's crazy. Okay. Took some unnecessary damage there, but I think it would have been worse if it transformed into something else. Alright, so Voltorb. I probably should switch because my stats have been lowered a bit. I'm gonna switch back into Astral. If it uses Charge, I can Encore it. Screech is also something I can Encore it into, but I'm slower. Oh, of course, it's a Voltorb. So maybe I'll just knock it out. Yep. Look at that HP, look at that defense, look at that special. Okay, that's what I like to see. I like to see a little bit of bulk. Incisor's growing. Good for him. Look at the defense. Okay, I mean, the special attack is still close to the attack. Surprisingly. Porygon. You traced my cute charm, but I don't think that works because you're genderless, right? Let's let Pyre try this one. Normal type? Psychic type without an I. So you have a psychic move. Psybeam, I'm guessing? Yeah. Pyre should be okay with that. It is stab now, technically. And we got a high roll, so that's awesome. So everybody should be up to 312 now. Or sorry, 23. I read the number. Okay, 2s across the board. We have made it, I believe, to the end of Mount Moon. I know some versions, some fan-made games have another battle up here. I'm gonna take Kabuto. I almost always take Ammonite. I'm gonna take Kabuto. I don't think I'm gonna get this Pokemon until much later in the game. It's a rock type, it's a water type, it's got a quad weakness. That's always, all of that is scary information. So I know some fan-made games put another boss battle, like a Team Rocket guy, right after this. So we're gonna do Sandslash first, then Clefable. Clefable it grows fast. It has a low EXP requirement, like a low growth rate, is that what they're called? 13, 10. So Charmeleon last. Looks like that, I believe. All right, Sandslash. If there's a Rocket Grunt, I'm relying on you. There is not, okay. So we've made it out of Mount Moon. I'm gonna go get an encounter. I am not ready to take on Misty. Misty's level 28, so I could either, I don't know where the hidden items are out here either, if there are any. I think these are TM guys. I'm not gonna double battle them if I can avoid that. It'll only do it once? Mega Punch, huh? So I don't want to teach anyone that. Sorry. Butt gets a little sore. Sitting on my tailbone. And then this is Mega Kick, right? So still just Clefable and Pyre. I thought they gave you a TM. Is there a hidden item around here? Right, did they make it impossible to return to Pewter City? Like it was in the old games? There's gotta be an item, right? Oh, a raspberry. What's a raspberry do? I haven't gotten a single held item until literally right now. I don't think raspberry does anything. Yeah. It's one of those useless berries that they gave a use to in Pokemon Go. Roar. Thank you. Not the attack I was looking for. Thought there would be an item. Yeah, I don't know my hidden item locations very well. Okay, so we are gonna catch a Route 5 Pokemon in a minute. I think this is Route 5. No, Route 4. I'm on Route 4, yeah? Let me leave and come back. Cerulean? Route 4. Okay, so I still need a Route 4 encounter. I'm gonna heal up really fast first. And then, I don't know. I just don't know if I'm supposed to take on Blue first, who I named Geki, by the way. because that was one of the name suggestions. I'm gonna have to explain this next episode. That was one of the name suggestions, and I was like, that is so random, and I love it. I don't know if that's what it's like in the original Leaf Green, but I was like, I just have to keep him. He has to be Geki. And so I don't know if I want to take on Geki or if I want to take on Misty first. My team is not great for Misty. 2 weaknesses. But it's a little bit better than what it was for Brock. So I'm gonna catch whatever I can catch here. Hopefully a new typing. This is where I would always like catch an Ekans in Pokemon Red, and I loved Ekans, and then he would go straight in the box. But that's the thing with Nuzlocke, is I don't have a team yet. I don't have a team of 6. So whatever I get here is going on the team because it's my 6th Mon. I was thinking maybe a Psyduck. So a Psyduck doesn't learn a water type move, I don't think, until much later. It's just sitting here scratching me. Another scratcher. Probably has Cloud9 or Damp. I think those are its... Actually, let's just throw a ball. I was risking a poison. With this much HP, it's not too scary, but if I poison sting him again and poison him, then that really puts me on a timer. So this is probably not the Pokemon I wanted the most. I actually don't, like I said, I don't really know what's here. Probably Ekans, maybe Mankey. Water types are just so abundant in this game. I'm gonna get the Old Rod soon, which means I'm about to get into water territory. Yes, I have to give it a nickname. Male Psyduck. I already named something like Plucky Duck, didn't I? Did I? Was that in this game? Oh, Plucky was my Spearow in the last one. Okay, we're going Plucky. I have a lot of P names, I feel like. Maybe not. I'll just Pyre, maybe. What's Sandslash's name? But Plucky Duck. We got Plucky Duck here. Oh, Plucky Duck is from Tiny Toons. That's where that name is from. I was trying to remember. That was, yeah, that's the guy in Tiny Toons. Okay, let's check out our Plucky. I would like him to be a special attacker. I don't know Quirky. What does Quirky do? And Damp. Oh, that's probably the last one I wanted. So I'm gonna have to look up. Oh, it has Blood Bubble. Okay, we have a water type attack. That's great. It's a weak water type attack. I think 30 base power. Scratch is 40. 20. Oh my gosh. This early game is rough. But we're getting there. We're making progress. Tail Whip, Disable. Disable is highly... It's only 55% accurate? Okay, maybe it's not very useful. Let us save because games like to crash. I am gonna level it up to... It also evolves late. Psyduck is a late evolver. Let's get him up to 18. Just to keep him a little bit below the rest of the team. Where is the... Oh, they're at 23. Well, let's get him up to 21. That's a lot of rare candies, I know. But I'm gonna end up rare candying the rest of the team in a minute anyway, I feel like. So I might as... Ooh, Confusion. That's pretty cool. We're getting rid of Tail Whip because so far you're looking like a special attacker. And your special attack stat is going up, as is your attack stat, but it looks like I have to look at what Quirky Nature does, but hopefully it's not anti-special attack. Quirky feels like attack boosting, like one of the attacks and maybe not one of the defenses. I don't know. There's got to be a way to turn off that animation. I need to look into that. I'm gonna have to pause in a second anyway to update the layout. So I'll look in the menu. Bubble Beam! Oh my gosh, Plucky just became awesome. Like, really. Printy. Printy's the Saint Slash. So I do have a lot of P names. Printy, Pyre, Plucky. Okay, Plucky, if you have a good special attack nature, I'm really happy to have you. We're gonna find out what Quirky does in a second. Okay, let's put him up front because he needs levels. And then I'm gonna pause because I need to do a little research on this game. Which means I'm gonna have to scrub through someone's playthrough of this to find out what my rival's Pokemon level is and see if it's stronger than Misty or weaker than Misty. And I need to update my layout and stuff. So I'm gonna save one more time just in case the game crashes while I'm doing stuff on the internet because my computer cannot handle all of this. And then I'm either, I hope I take on the rival first because I would like to do that whole area up above and all those trainer battles and another encounter and stuff before I take on Misty instead of after. So I have to pause and I'll be back shortly. All right, I'm back. Sorry for well, you didn't notice, I'm cutting all that out. Psyduck is Quirky, which is a neutral nature. So Psyduck has no beneficial stats or downgraded stats. So that's okay. I think I can't get him on the layout though. Like this website, and I think it's just my computer. It's just struggling to handle everything. So I think the website and it's just not loading the way that it should load. So unfortunately, Psyduck isn't showing up on the layout, but we all know in our hearts that Psyduck is on our team. And I'm actually really happy to have a Psyduck because I've always said Golduck needs further evolutions. Golduck needs some love. It will get them in this game. In what form and in what typing, I imagine water psychic, like he always should have been if they weren't so scared of doing 3 water psychic types in Gen 1. Slowbro, Starmie already kind of filled the water psychic quota, so they didn't, I just imagine they didn't want to do a 3rd, even though it's in his name. And I found out the answer to my question. We're doing rival first. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up and take on the rival. And see how we do. I don't think the rival is, okay, so I actually did find out I'm over leveled for the rival. Level cap for the rival is 21, and most of mine are at 23. So unfortunately, there's really no way for me to fix that. I don't know what to do. I can't undo levels. It is what it is. What do you trade? I do not. I do not. It'd be interesting to see what they evolve Jinx into. I'm almost scared to see that. I'm just checking because there might be like NPCs that do things. None, please. And in these games that I'm not aware of, so I'm just checking. I know there's a secret item in here. Rare candy. Oh, I don't have any of those. Which Pokemon should I use it on? Okay, we're gonna save and we're gonna take on Geki. Geki. And then we might call it an episode there. I'm a little shorter than I usually want to be for these, because I don't want this series to stretch out for 50 episodes. That would be painful. But I also am not rushing it. But I think I've recorded a couple of episodes today, and I don't want to like overstay my welcome in my like first my competencies. My poor brain at the end of a week is usually pretty fried, so I don't want to overstay that. I think I want to give my computer a little bit of a break. It's putting in the work today, so we might call it soon. I mean after this battle. So we'll see how we do. Let's give Confusion a try. I can't believe Confusion. I was sand attacked. That's unnecessary damage. You are being a bully right now, Pidgeotto. A big bully. Don't switch into something that has Pursuit. Pursuit is in this game. Pursuit is not in modern games. We must be wary of Pursuit. You probably do not have Pursuit. Printy? Printy can handle you. That's unfortunate because I wanted to get Psyduck leveled up a bit, and I probably, oh, I have a special attacker. I have to keep that in mind. I haven't used an attack yet. Joke's on you. I wanted to switch train him in a little bit and maybe give him some more experience to get him caught up with the rest of the team. But actually the rest of the team's getting kind of leveled, so this is why I was hesitant to, I should have been a little more hesitant to rare candy, I guess, early on. I was tempted to go into Plucky because I'm probably going to get a water attack, but I cannot risk Plucky. Water types are abundant, but I'm excited about my Psyduck. I really am. I want a Golduck and I want to evolve it further. Maybe he'll stay on. Ooh, level 22. Okay, so I was wrong about the level cap. I should have encored it. See, Rapid Spin could have killed, could have completely wiped out my Psyduck. At least he's still getting experience in the back, but Astral. Special attacker. Still getting those special attack points. And what's last? Raticate. Now Raticate probably has Pursuit. Mine has Pursuit. It's probably has Pursuit. Did we go into Ellipse? Did we try to let Ellipse level up here? At least we'll give him... We'll switch it out if we need to. Ellipse has a defense lowering nature, and then I also just realized the reason why Raticate's attacks are so close is I kind of forgot that he has an attack lowering nature, which is why his physical attack is almost as low as his special attack. So we're not risking it. I don't know if he had, I guess if he pursued there, that would have been tragic. But we're not risking the Hyper Fang on Eevee. Can't remember what level Raticate got Hyper Fang, but I'm pretty sure he got it as a Rattata, so. Ellipse, there we go. And Ellipse has that defense lowering nature, I'm pretty sure, so. Okay, I am going to heal up and then we're gonna sign off for today, until the next episode at least. Talking about Bill. Okay, you're fangirling over Bill, that's fine. We all can fangirl over Bill. Hello, who are you? Oh, you're the guy. What is this? So they added that little part just to make him more of a jerk? I don't know what that is. What is a fame checker? Oh, it just like helps you remember important people. That looked like Surge. I really thought that was Surge. Mount Moon Man. Oh. Is he important? Should I take my fossil back to him? Okay, these people are not famous. You lied to me. I haven't met Bill yet. Who the heck is Daisy? Okay, I've never heard of this device. I think that's just supposed to help, like, if you, like, on a playthrough, you come back late and you're like, who do I need to talk to, or what do I need to do? I am going to talk to some of these NPCs just to see if they do anything. I can't believe I still don't have a held item for any of my Pokemon. Not even a berry? That's how faithful these remakes were, I guess, is they didn't even put berries in. But that's silly to me. All these people just like fangirling over Bill. I get it, but like Bill's a all-star. We all want to be Bill. Okay, nobody here had anything useful to say or do, so we are gonna save. I'm gonna try and figure out why my Psyduck isn't getting added to my layout, because that makes me sad. And yeah, we're gonna end it there. So next episode, when I'm able to sit down and record for a while. And until then, thanks for watching, keep watching, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.